Hello and welcome to Zootastic. I'm Mark and I'm absolutely thrilled to take you on another journey into the fascinating world of our amazing animal residents today. And today we're leaving the depths of the ocean and heading into the high trees because we're visiting one of our most agile and charming monkey species right here at the Allwetterzoo Zoo Muenster in Germany. Hold on tight, it's going to be enchanting, it's going to be hairy and definitely very social. We're talking about the pied tamarin, and yeah, you heard that right, a pied tamarin, a name that immediately tells you we're dealing with a particularly colorful animal. But why pied exactly? Well, let's take a closer look. The pied tamarin, scientifically known as Saguinus bicolor, is a true jewel of the rainforest. Its name comes from its striking fur pattern. Its head and face are mostly dark, often almost black or dark gray, while its upper body and front legs are strikingly white. And the rear part of its body and its long tail are then colored in a continuum of brown or reddish tones. And this strong contrast between the dark head, the white mantle and the brownish hindquarters makes it absolutely unmistakable. And then there's the head with the large ears, which gives it a very special look, almost like a little wise professor. And isn't that remarkable? Nature truly has a knack for unique designs. These small primates belong to the family of marmosets and tamarins, and they are true survivors in the jungle. They are primarily found in the tropical rainforests of Brazil, and more specifically, they are found in a relatively small area in the Amazon basin near the city of Manaus, and this makes them a particularly vulnerable species. They prefer dense forests with many trees as they spend most of their lives high up in the tree canopy, and there they nimbly jump from branch to branch, always in search of food and safety. Imagine them frolicking among vines and leaves, a real spectacle of agility. But how do these small monkeys actually live together? And this is one of the most fascinating characteristics of the pied tamarin. They are extremely social animals and live in family groups of about 2 to 15 individuals, and these groups typically consist of a breeding pair and their offspring. All group members, including the males and older siblings, are actively involved in raising the young. And this is called cooperative breeding and is not common among primates. It means that the young are often carried around by the fathers or older siblings, while the mother can rest or forage for food. Isn't that incredibly sweet and a sign of strong family cohesion? A truly super interesting fact about the pied tamarin is their diet. They are omnivores, but their diet is very diverse and seasonal. They feed mainly on fruits, insects and tree sap. In fact, they have special sharp claws and teeth that they can use to gnaw a tree bark to get their nutritious sap. And some people therefore call them gum feeders. And this ability is vital for survival, especially during times when food is scarce. And they are also skillful hunters of insects like grasshoppers and spiders, which they catch lightning fast with their hands. At the Allwetter Zoo Muenster, our pied tamarins naturally receive a varied and balanced diet that contains all these components and keeps them fit and healthy. And it's impressive to see how adaptable their diet is. Another fascinating characteristic of the pied tamarin is their communication. They use a variety of vocalizations to communicate with each other, and these include chirps, trills, whistles and alarm calls. And each sound has a specific meaning, whether it's to indicate food, warn of danger, or simply to strengthen group cohesion. And they also have elaborate body language with facial expressions and tail movements that they use for interaction. And this makes them very expressive animals. It's incredibly exciting to listen closely and try to distinguish their different calls when you visit them at the zoo. Unfortunately, the pied tamarin is also an example of an endangered species. Its habitat is severely threatened by deforestation and the expansion of the city of Manaus. As a result, its natural range is shrinking. It's classified as endangered by the IUCN, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, and this means that their survival in the wild is seriously at risk. Zoological gardens like the Allwetterzoo Muenster play a crucial role in the conservation of this species. Through breeding programs and education, they contribute to raising awareness about the threat to the pied tamarin and to its conservation. Every pied tamarin in the zoo is a valuable ambassador for its wild counterparts. At the Allwetter Zoo Muenster, you can experience these enchanting creatures up close. They are a real highlight in the monkey house, and the viewers and visitors are often fascinated by their agile nature and social behavior. They are lively, playful, and at the same time so incredibly caring towards each other that you simply can't look away. And to be honest, I spent there a lot of time, obviously, in the last month since I started my Zootastic channels in English and in German, and I could even see some other behavior there because they're quite naughty sometimes as well. There's another animal in their enclosure which we will talk about in a different video at a later time, but sometimes the tamarins really treat the lady that's living there as well, or tease the lady that's living there as well. But the zookeepers thought it's only the tamarins, but I could even witness that the little lady that's living there too is even taking some revenge. So it's just hilarious. There's nothing bad happening there, so don't worry. But it's just hilarious, and it's so relaxing to spend time there and to watch all of this. So spend some time in front of the enclosure. Observe how they jump from branch to branch, how they groom each other, and how the whole family takes care of the young. It's incredibly entertaining and educational at the same time. And every pied tamarin also has its own personality, and it's fun to discover their individual behaviors. Perhaps you'll even spot one of them trying to find a hiding place or simply curiously observing the visitors. They are living proof of the incredible diversity and the necessity of species protection in our rainforests, and they remind us how important it is to protect these fragile ecosystems. And every visit to the Allwetter Zoo Muenster helps ensure that such wonderful species can be protected and preserved. And who knows, maybe the pied tamarin will inspire some of you to get more involved in rainforest conservation. And that's it for today on Zootastic from the Allwetter Zoo Muenster, and I hope you enjoyed this little dive into the life of the pied tamarin. Weren't they simply captivating? I'm always fascinated by their uniqueness and their social structure. So I look forward to welcoming you again next time. See you soon, and stay zootastically curious.